Thanks for joining us on the Milton Keynes Business Channel today. Theme of the show today, Milton Keynes Local SEO Guide and getting your business onto Google Maps in Milton Keynes. So if your business isn't showing already in local Milton Keynes near me searches, then you're missing out on a lot of money, a lot of phone calls, footfall, online sales potentially. So how Google Maps works is essentially when someone searches for cafe near CMK, plumbers in Bletchley, hairdressers in Leighton Buzzard, Google pulls the results for that from Google Maps. It's nothing to do with anyone's website. It's what's on Google Maps. That's what appears at the top of most local searches. So the Google Maps is all powered by your Google business profile. And if you get into the top 3, that's known as the map pack. And that's where all the action happens, basically, in the top 3. And that'll drive all sorts of new business. That'll drive footfall. So if you've got a shop, that'll get more people to your shop. Phone calls, and of course, online sales, all 3. That's the value in getting into that. And it's free. It doesn't cost any money. So the first thing you need to do, if you haven't already, is set up a Google business profile. To do that, visit google.com/business, type in your business name, and then just follow the Google prompts to either claim your listing. A lot of companies have a listing already, but they don't own it, or either to make a listing. And the quickest way to find out where that is just type your company name into Google. If it's there in the top right already, you need to go and claim it. If it's not there already, you just need to make it. Doesn't take long. The important thing when you're filling in your Google business profile is to complete all of the information. So you need your address, your business name, your phone number, your website. You need to put your opening hours, all of your services and products you need to put in there. And if there's any particular attributes that you have, like, is it wheelchair accessible? Is it women led? Do you have disabled toilets? Those sort of things. There's a series of questions that Google asks. Do you take cash or is it just card? There's all sorts of questions about your business that Google will ask. And the more questions you answer and the more information you put in there, the more likely you are to get towards the top. So when it comes to your business description, use all the space you can and put relevant keywords in there. So if you run a cafe in Milton Keynes, make sure the words Milton Keynes Cafe are in there. If you're a plumbers, you want to have words like Milton Keynes Plumbing Expert, best plumbers in Milton Keynes, that sort of thing. So have the keywords that relate to your product, your services, your business, and the areas that you serve. It also works really well if you can add high quality photos. So if you have a shop or a warehouse or a premises, put those photos on there, photos of your staff, your services, any examples of your work. They're always good to upload. Businesses with photos, they tend to get, on average, this is from Google, 42% more direction requests. That's people trying to find your business, and 35% more clicks. That's people trying to find your business online. So if you add more photos, which doesn't take long, you're going to get a lot more money out of it, a lot more leads and new business. The other thing to bear in mind is you have to choose the right categories. So if you run a restaurant, don't just put yourself in the category restaurant, put yourself into Thai, Chinese, Indian, Italian, whatever your restaurant may be, and make sure you're in as many categories as possible. There's primary and secondary categories. So if you offer 10 different types of service, try and make sure that you have as many of those as you possibly can. Because some service providers and types of business, there's different types of category. Like, do you do delivery and takeaway? That sort of thing. So make sure you complete as much information as you possibly can and spend some time doing it, because it only needs to be done once, making this essentially a directory listing. And then once you've completed all that information, you need to verify your listing, and that's usually done by postcard, that's sent in the post directly to your office. So a lot of people try and scam it SEO guys put up loads of fake businesses just to get leads in, and Google doesn't like it. It's really strict. So you can only put in genuine businesses there. So after you've done all of that, it's usual that Google will put something in the snail mail post to you that have a code on it. And then when you type that into Google, that fully authorizes the profile, so it shows up properly on Google basically, and you can control it and edit it and do everything you like. And once you've made your profile, the next thing is to try and rank it, because most of your competitors in Milton Keynes will already have that profile. So some of the main ways that you can rank that initially, and the most important one, is asking for reviews. The reviews are king, really. Whoever has the most 5-star reviews tends to have the most trust and the better rankings. So a business with, say, 25-star reviews will probably, then a 5.0 review will probably rank better than someone that's got hundreds of reviews but only a 2 out of 5 rating, because Google will trust the customers and the 5.0. And make sure you respond to those reviews, whether they're good or bad, positive or negative. Respond to the reviews, and try and make it a habit in your day-to-day business to encourage your customers to leave you a Google review. So if that means putting it on your site, in your signature, on your email, in your social media, do try and encourage customers to give you reviews, and do always reply to the reviews, because then it shows that your company is active, you listen to your company, your customers, and you engage with them. So do reply and respond to any reviews, positive or negative, and use posts and updates. So you've got to think of it like a social media profile. So post any new products, new services, any testimonials, special offers, anything that's interesting that you might post on Facebook or Instagram. Make sure you post it on Google as well. And this basically tells Google that your business is active and trustworthy. So it's more likely to push you above other businesses in its rankings. And do also build links to your website from your Google profile. So if you've got a new offer, make a web page about it and link to it from your Google profile. So do also submit your website to local directories like yale.com, 118, 192.com, and put your Google My Business profile in there, and that will help boost it. Say, for example, you've got 2 businesses with identical Google business profiles, and one of them has linked that Google business profile and 100 business directory links. That'll push it above the main competitor that hasn't linked to their Google profile from other websites. And make sure you keep your information updated. So if you're closed on bank holidays, tell Google, because if people turn up to your premises and you're not open, you might get bad reviews, and it wastes people's time. And if someone turns up to your shop or to your office thinking you're open, ready to do business, and you're not there, it's very rare that you'll get a second chance. You'll probably just burn that customer. And some real kind of common mistakes to avoid with the Google My Business profiles are mainly using a fake or shared business address. Google really doesn't like PO boxes, or if you've got, like, if you can't just rent an office for the day and then put that as your office address. Google will know. Also, those PO box addresses where thousands of companies use them, generally they're banned from Google, so you can't actually get onto Google My Business. And don't ignore reviews, don't ignore negative feedback. Google doesn't like that. And having inconsistent details across the internet as well, that confuses Google a bit. So if, for instance, you're in 100 business directories and you've got 5 different addresses and they don't match your Google business profile, Google will get a bit confused and think you're trying to deceive it or something, and that certainly won't help. Bit of a bonus tip for you. If you don't have a storefront, like a mobile dog groomer or a freelance photographer or a home cleaner, don't worry, you can still be on Google Maps. When you set up the profile, you just select I deliver goods and services to my customers, and then you just pick your service areas like Milton Keynes, Newport, Stony, latent buzzard, whatever it may be. And then that way you don't actually physically need an office address if you don't want to use your home address, for example, and you can still get onto Google Maps that way. And what I would say is once it's optimized, it's a free cash cow. If you're sitting towards the top of that map pack, the 3 free Google business profiles that pop up naturally, then you'll get regular leads and money out of it. So it does take a while and time and persistence to get up to the top, but once you're up there, it can become like a free salesperson, just bringing you in leads all the time. So I hope you found this information useful. Do please follow us if you're interested in more educational videos for professional company owners and marketers and operations and such like in Milton Keynes. We'll have regular free educational videos about marketing, and there'll be businesses that are best in class from other industries giving their advice. We've also got some really interesting semi-famous local celebrities coming up, appearing on the channel as well. So all of our details are in the description. If you would like to outsource this digital marketing type of work, I'll put all of my details in the description. I've got a digital marketing agency. I'm based in Milton Keynes. Thanks again for watching. Cheers.